All right, here I had a 2010 Kia Sedona with the 3.8-liter engine, and I wanted to show a couple of quick things that can cause this code P0456, which is a small leak. The first thing I found was it had a leaking canister down here in the middle of the car. This cover has 4 bolts, and then when you remove it, it reveals the canister. And as you can see here, it's leaking from the mounting bolts. And in order to do this test, you do need a smoke machine. But when I smoked it, it was leaking from those mounting bolts. And when I removed it, you can see here where the bolts go. There's like a bunch of cracks on the canister, and that's where it was leaking from. So yeah, and so then, like I said, you need a smoke machine, and then to test it, here what I did was I pinched off the hose for the vent valve, coming out of the vent valve going to the back, and then I also tested the hose going to the tank, so just to make sure there was no leaks there, and there was no leaks. So then the customer, took it home. We got the parts, and then here I'm gonna show the part numbers. All right, this is the part number for the canister, 31420 4D500 SJ1, and then I also got a vent valve because they also commonly leak. And then I put it all back together, and then it still had another leak. Unfortunately, even though I tested it the one time and it said it was fine, but then I tested it the second time they came back and it was leaking still. So what I ended up finding was the gas cap filler neck right here was super rusty, and it was had the area where it seals to the gas cap was like very pitted. So what I did was I cleaned it with a wire wheel, and then I put a rag where the hole is so no rust goes in. So I cleaned it up really good. I put some grease on it, and on the gas cap it had a little bit of rust, so I cleaned that up too with brake clean, and then put a little bit of silicone, and then the leak was gone and the car was good to go. So I'm gonna show real quick how to do this canister. There was 1 bolt in the front and then 2 bolts in the back here, and that's about it. And then for the connector, there's a connector that goes to the vent valve. You got to make sure you take that off. There's like a little clip here, and then another clip here in between these hoses, and you want to make sure you take that off, or it's gonna be hanging, or the canister is gonna be hanging from the wire. And then you also want to disconnect your vent valve. It just pulls off. That clip that holding it is just like a spring. And then you want to take off this connector, you got to take off this little metal bar, and all you got to do is pull up on it, and then and there's like a little tab here that kind of prevents the metal bar from going up, so you kind of have to bend it a little bit and then pull it up, and then you just disconnect your 3 hoses right here, which are super easy. And then these brackets, you're gonna want to take them off and then put them on your new canister on both sides. And I thought the bolts were like super rusty, or like, and causing the canister to crack like that, but they weren't. They were actually pretty good. The outside of it was they were just like rusty. And I mean, yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll try to help you out. Oh, and as far as the cost, how much this thing costs, I think it ended up costing the customer about $700 for the canister, the vent valve, and the labor, which we only charged about half an hour because, like I said, it was like a simple job, and everything went fine. Everything came out good. And then also to clean the fuel filler neck. So yeah.